So let's talk about set and rep schemes. When you perform more sets with less reps per set, you're going to better be able to understand how a certain weight feels after each set goes on. You're going to be able to change the stance, change the grip. You're going to better be able to get accustomed with that load, with that exercise, because you're not chasing the burn. You are chasing work capacity, okay, is one thing. Work capacity meaning you're able to perform many sets of an exercise without fatiguing out. And you're able to use the same speed on the last rep of the last set as you did on the first rep of the first set. You're also, so let's talk about, hey, different stances. So technically you could perform different stances with the squat or with the bench when you do more sets to try to find your favorite place of where your feet should be for you. Sometimes it's wider, sometimes it's closer. Same thing on the bench press. Some people like to have their feet under them. Some people like to have their feet out in front of them. More knee over toe or less knee over toe. Same thing goes for the squat. More knee over toe or less knee over toe when it comes down to the eccentric part of the squat. So the more sets of squat you do in bench press and even deadlift of where your hands and your feet should be, the more you're going to be able to understand where you're strong for your biomechanic, for your anatomy and the biomechanics of how you should move. The other thing is you're going to be able to use more weight, right? If we do 10 sets of 5 instead of 5 sets of 10, you're going to be able to use more weight. You're also going to have less fatigue, okay? Now, the main thing is you're going to have most likely lesser rest sets when you do more weight. Yes, when you use more weight, okay, you can still use less time in your rest sets because you're less fatigued in general, okay? Whereas if you do more volume per set, you're going to have to recover better. Well, the smart thing would be to spend more time recovering, right? To let the blood separate from the muscle so that you can develop the energy and the oxygen to, once again, do another set with the same amount of reps. I'll probably do another video just to re-clarify, but the more I make these videos, the more I'm better able to explain myself and organize my thoughts. So hopefully that helps, and we'll come back with probably a part 2.